This podcast is intended for informational purposes only and should not be considered or interpreted as legal or professional advice.
Hi, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Mika Minutes. I'm your host, Mika Domingo. Today, we're diving into a topic that comes up quite a bit in my estate planning practice: reverse mortgages. Many of my clients are older homeowners who are planning for or already enjoying retirement, and they often ask how they can tap into their home's equity while still protecting their legacy. To help shed some light on this, I've invited someone I've known and worked with for years, my good friend Russell Doi, a reverse loan consultant with New American Funding's Walnut Creek office. Russell and I have collaborated on several cases together, and I can say from firsthand experience that he's knowledgeable and also incredibly patient, thorough, and caring with his clients. Russell is also very well reviewed, which comes as no surprise once you work with him. Welcome to Mika Minutes, Russell.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate this opportunity to speak with you and with your audience, and I look forward to educating everyone.
Let's start from the top. For listeners who might not be familiar, what exactly is a reverse mortgage and who might it be best suited for?
Thank you for that. A reverse mortgage is a mortgage for homeowners 55 and over who would like to unlock roughly 40-60% of their home value into usable cash with the flexibility of either making monthly payments or making zero monthly payments. So a reverse mortgage is suitable for a homeowner who needs money right now or is worried that they will run out of money during their lifetime, or would like to build a growing resource that could be used down the road. The loan can be used for any purpose and is considered non-recourse, meaning borrowers never owe more than the home value. And the loan does not have any expiration date, but there are requirements. The requirements are that borrowers live in their home, they maintain it for health and safety reasons, and they pay their property taxes, insurance, and any homeowner's dues on time.
So, once someone decides this might be a good fit, how does the qualification process work?
The first step is to sit down with the loan officer who specializes in reverse mortgages and to get a complete explanation of the program. And at that time, a calculation will be made by that loan officer to determine maximum loan amounts, the rates, the fees, depending on what best suits the borrower. So there are some minimal income and credit requirements, mostly adhering to FHA guidelines. Every borrower needs to complete a phone counseling session to get additional education and to go over other financial education like budgeting and alternatives to doing a reverse mortgage. It's well worth borrowers going through the education to really determine if a reverse mortgage is the right financial vehicle. A loan application would be taken, and the borrower would need to provide financial documentation that verifies information on the application. In certain states, like California, there's even a 7-day waiting period before the loan process starts. And that starts 7 days after completing an application. So this is when an escrow is open and services are ordered, like an appraisal. Once we receive the appraisal, we recalculate the loan amount based on the appraised value and submit the loan for loan approval. And if all goes well, we can then order final loan documents, have those signed, and fund a few days later.
So, the appraisal can sometimes take a while, right?
Sometimes, depends on the difficulty of the home itself, whether there's work needs to be done on the property, where it's located, what type of property it is. We can lend on 1 to 4 units typically, including condos and townhouses.
And can you tell us what counties are most of your clients in?
I am licensed in California, so I can work throughout the state, but I also have colleagues throughout the entire United States. And so I would kind of collaborate with a colleague in the state that they're located and kind of work that way. So they actually get 2 loan officers for the price of 1, basically.
That's awesome. That's really good. When you're working with clients, how do you help guide them through all those different steps and decision making?
Well, I try to meet my clients in person if they're local. And if not, I handle the discussions either virtually or just by a regular phone call. So I give my clients, a thorough analysis of their situation, and I provide a loan proposal. And that lists all their best options and includes what the rates are, what the costs are. And then I walk all my clients through the process, holding their hand throughout the whole entire process until the loan funds. Even after the loan closes, I remain available to any of my clients for questions. I consider myself their guide for life.
I know that for sure because there's that one recent client we worked with and the task was completed. And I remember you were still available for them.
Always available.
That's awesome.
They're like family to me after or during the process, but even after the process.
That's really helpful. And you and I have seen how impactful these can be for the right clients. They're always so appreciative of the work that you do. What do you think people often misunderstand about reverse mortgages?
Yeah, I think people think, it comes up all the time, that the lender or bank takes the home in the end. And this is not necessarily true. The borrowers are the only one who remain on title to the home. And in fact, someone has the home, if they've talked to you, Mika, in a living trust. And we keep the home in the trust. So the home can be sold with no penalty by the borrowers at any time, or if they pass away, by their heirs. What happens at that time is that the loan balance is paid, and there's no additional add-ons to that. And the borrower or their estate gets to keep the profit from the sale. So the sale is really handled just like a regular mortgage. There's no difference.
I think more people need to hear about this.
Yes.
Just get educated so that we can dispel those misconceptions about reverse mortgages.
I agree.
Thank you so much, Russell. I know you're always available for me and my clients. It's really a pleasure working with you. And I appreciate you taking the time to share your expertise with my listeners. Russell, is there anything else you'd like to share with our listeners?
I'd love to. I like the benefits of a reverse mortgage so much that my wife and I took one out this year. So we took one out for ourselves. So what we like is the automatic guaranteed growth built into the home equity line of credit, which is a reverse. And this option gives us a whole lot of available money down the road should we need it. So for us, it's going to be a backup resource. For others, they may need the money right now. But I think that gives us peace of mind. And I think it gives those who get the money for right now or later peace of mind knowing there's going to be this available resource. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Russell, for joining me today. It's always a pleasure working with you, and I really appreciate you taking the time to share your expertise with our listeners. If you'd like to learn more about reverse mortgages or connect with Russell directly, you can visit russelldoi.com. That's RUSSELLDOI.com, or email him at russell.doi@nafinc.com, or call him at 510-305-9476. You'll find the links in the description for this episode on YouTube and Spotify. Thanks again for tuning in to Mika Minutes. I'm Mika Domingo. See you next time.